Hi, boys and girls. It's Miss Cullivan, and today we're going to read a science article called Living Lights. A science article is a nonfiction piece of writing, which means it's real. It's going to give you information, okay? And this one tells us how some living things survive. On the top of each page, there's going to be something we call a heading. And headings are very important when you're reading nonfiction because they tell you what the parts of the article are about. Let's take a look. Right here it says, lights at my feet. I was in a forest in Brazil. Strange lights were all around my feet. They looked like stars on the ground. They were really mushrooms. Let's look at the captions underneath the pictures because those are important to read too. This mushroom looks different during the day than it does at night. See, it is during the day and at night. These mushrooms glow in the dark. The mushrooms were bioluminescent. They could make light. I am a scientist. I study mushrooms. I wanted to learn more about them and other living lights. Turn the pages to see what I learned. Here I am studying mushrooms. This is Dr. Desjardins. He wrote this article. And this is a picture of bioluminescent mushrooms. Those are the mushrooms that grow in the dark, glow in the dark. Lights that help mushrooms. Mushrooms have spores. A spore is like a seed. The mushrooms spit their spores into the air. The wind carries the spores to new places where they grow into new mushrooms. Sometimes insects carry spores to new places. Light attracts insects, and when they land on the glowing mushrooms, some of the spores might stick to them. When the insects leave, so do the spores. Not too long ago, Dr. Desjardins discovered something new. It was a new kind of bioluminescent mushroom, and down here is a picture of them. And over here, this is a mushroom that grows on the side of a tree in Australia. Next section is called Lights that Invite Insects. Some animals make light too. A glowworm makes sticky threads like a spider web. It hangs the threads from tops of caves. The threads make a sticky trap. A dark cave is a good place for a glowworm's trap. The glowworms shine its light, and other insects fly to the light, and they get stuck on the threads. Then the glowworm eats the insects. Look right here. You can see the strings that glow from the glowworm. There's so many in this cave that the glowworms light up the whole cave and make it look like stars. Lights that send messages. So this is about sending a message instead of catching animals. One kind of beetle called a firefly uses light to talk to the other fireflies. The light in its tail blinks on and off. Flashing lights help fireflies find other fireflies. Sometimes a firefly flashes its light to warn of danger, but most of the time fireflies are just trying to find each other. A male firefly flashes a light. A female firefly flashes back to answer, and they keep flashing until they can find each other. They use their light to send a message to each other. Lights in the sea. That means the ocean. Many living lights live in the deep sea. An anglerfish has a rod on the top of its head, and the end of the rod glows. It attracts small fish. When a fish swims to the light, snap! The anglerfish eats it. Here's the anglerfish, and there's the light. The fish come over, and then the anglerfish can eat them. Ocean predators often look to the surface. They look up, and they can see the dark shapes and know that those things might be food. This shark is looking for a dark shape in the water. Lights that hide animals. The anglerfish light attracts prey. Other ocean animals use light to escape or hide from predators. Bioluminescent animals are hard to see in the bright water, so the predator moves on. This jellyfish lights up and scare away predators, and these jellyfish are hard to see in the bright water. Many animals are bioluminescent, and to me, that's exciting. There are many questions left to answer. Trying to find the answers is a great adventure. Some squids are bioluminescent, and the pinecone fish over here can also make light.